or July 4th. And I hope you're also watching all the wonderful soccer games around the world. And the USA won. Whoa, amazing. Okay. And today we are going to talk about things that I grow in my garden. This is what I harvest from my garden. Look at that. Cherry tomato, arum tomato, and this kind of tomato. I have four different variety of tomato. Okay. And I harvest it every 2 days. And today, the theme, the main character is tomato. I'm going to do tomato stuffed with rice. And then red gravy, tomato, red gravy, tomato over rice. And then a tomato shrimp cocktail. Okay. It's going to be a lot of fun. So don't walk away. Have a little cup of coffee, and I'll be seeing you in a few minutes. Happy 4th of July. Firecrackers.
Oh, they gotta go to the Golden Gate Bridge. They have a
Yeah. Golden Beach and
firework.
Foster City, South Bay, Foster City also have right along the lagoon. They also have firecrackers. There are firecrackers all over the place. Some people they even play the firecrackers, but it's illegal. Don't do that. It get dangerous. But anyway, today uh, everything's about tomato from my garden. You know, farm to table, from my backyard to table, garden to table. So today, look at that. This is so beautiful. Look at how beautiful this is. This is from my garden. This is from my garden. All of these are from my garden. Look at this. Okay. So I think this is going to taste mm, very sweet. I love it. Mm, amazing. I'm getting ready. I'm waiting for the honor people to go through all the routine. And also thank you, TikTok friends, Instagram friends, and YouTube friends. Thank you for supporting Chef Martin Yan of Yan Can Cook. This welcome to my kitchen. Yan can cook for you again.
I don't think they no longer have the fireworks at Foster City.
There you go. That's what they normally do.
It's been not having it for the past 2 years.
Go to San Francisco.
Go to San Francisco.
Go to Golden Gate Bridge. This year they have it. Chef Yan, people ask, how easy to grow tomato at home? There's
Easy. You can grow in a barrel, wooden barrel, or big pot, or you can grow in a planter. If you live in a very hot area the um, like San Jose and East Bay, then you can grow tomato on the ground. Just make sure you have the right variety of tomato because I love heirloom tomato. This heirloom tomato. Okay, so today is the theme. The principal actor is tomato. Okay, unmute. Okay, let's unmute. Okay, now everybody can hear. Once again, all my good friends from TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and Facebook, or anybody else around the world, welcome to the Yan Can Kitchen. Today, Yan can cook for you. Now look at this. We are giving out unlock apron, but sometimes I also give out this. Look at this. Look, this is apron. It just came in because people always ask me. So good thing about this apron, you can change this. Look at this. It's just like elevator, okay? And you can change this, okay? So yeah, very functional. And not only that, it got pockets. You got pockets here. Look at this. You got pockets here. Unbelievable. Okay. And then you can adjust, and then it doesn't matter how your waist is. You can look how long this is. Okay. Very, very functional. So you can always look at this. Look at that. So it doesn't matter whether you weigh 130 pounds or 180 pounds or 260 pounds. You have no problem. Yin can cook, so can I, because I believe in you. Okay. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to show you, we're going to show you how to do the 3 dishes. The first dish I'm going to show you is the tomato stuffed with rice. But this is unbelievable. You can be, it can be a vegetarian. It can be with any meat. Okay. So look at this. I have tomato. Okay. I have tomato. I'm going to show you quickly. When you do the tomato, you cut the tomato in half. I mean, not in half. Cut it in top. So you have this. And then I use my knife and I cut. And you have this. Look how beautiful this is, okay? You're going to have this. It looks beautiful. And then I will use my knife and I would cut. And I go cut, and then I use this cut. After you cut, what you're going to do is you get it out. Get this pulp out. Look at that. I use this to scoop it out. Look at that. I scoop this out. Okay. And don't waste this. I will use part of it. Look at how beautiful this. I scoop it out. Use a spoon. Nice and clean. I purposely do this and make it look nice, okay? So you have 2, or you can make 3. Each one should have 1, okay? And I know for this one, you can cut it into smaller pieces, okay? In the meantime, I'll set aside. And then you also have some rice, okay? Rice. This is leftover rice. You know, a lot of people don't realize. Today, why I pick tomato as the principal actor, because tomato very low in calorie, and also it's nutritional dense fruit. It's a fruit that you can eat all the time. It's a vegetable and a fruit. But anyway, it's also a lot of water content. Okay, and the bioactive compound, and also that promote health, heart health, and also protect your cell from damage. You know, when you get older, your cell, your cell, like the stem cell, your personal cell is kind of damaged, so it repair it. Okay. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to heat this up. Put a tiny bit of oil. Always heat up your frying pan first. Okay. Always heat up your frying pan. Doesn't matter too much oil. Healthy eating means less oil and less salt. Okay. Particularly for seniors. Okay. So now, when this is done, I put a tiny bit of garlic and ginger. I have been telling everybody who watches the Yan Can Cook Show how easy it is to mince ginger and garlic. Garlic, mince ginger, garlic, mince ginger, all mince. Okay. Beautiful. Let me show you one more time. Okay. Piece of ginger. Look at that. Look at that. All minced. Look at that. I'm not kidding. It's all minced. Garlic, the same. I use this as a spatula. See a piece of garlic? Okay. Look at that. And all minced. And I put it right here. Because garlic and ginger is a universal ingredient. You can use it for all kind of dishes because garlic is also very healthy. Now, while I'm stir frying this, the first thing I'm going to do is put some meat. You can use any meat. You can use turkey, chicken, anything. Okay. I break this up, brown this, okay? Because I'm going to use this to stuff it, okay? You don't have to cook this 100%, but at least make sure the meat is cooked a little bit longer. And then besides that, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the other benefits of tomato, okay? Now, tomato, a lot of people don't realize, tomato is a good source of vitamin C, just like orange, okay? With which support immune system and also healthy skin. Your skin is going to be healthy, okay? And then when this is done, so and beside, and it's also a great source of potassium. Potassium is very essential for controlling your blood pressure and also healthy heart. So very important, okay? Okay, this is beautiful. Look at that. I crush, I crush, I put, and then I put some onion, okay, chop up some onion, and I have some fresh corn. See, corn on the cup. See this? Corn right here, corn right here, okay. And then I have some green peas, right? And then I also have some pulp from the tomato. So this way it was beautiful. Look at that, look how beautiful. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Make sure. And then look how amazing this is. And then you got rice, you got everything. And then finally put a tiny bit of rice. Okay. This is a one dish meal. You got starch, you got vegetable, it is colorful, it's rainbow. And then finally, when this is almost ready, put a tiny bit of garlic salt, okay, or onion salt, tiny bit of sugar, and a tiny bit of sesame oil, and a tiny bit of soy sauce, okay? And then a tiny bit of oyster sauce. You see this? The best oyster sauce you can find in the market, used by all the Chinese chefs, okay? And a tiny bit of oyster sauce. Then you have it, okay? Then if you want, you can put a tiny bit more tomato over there. You don't want to waste this, okay? Because it's all from the original. When this is done, look at that. This itself is a dish. This itself is already a dish. Then it's done, okay? And and then if you want, I have some leftover celery. Celery is really good. I want to tell you the benefit of eating celery. I chop this up. I chop this up. I chop this up and go like this. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. This add flavor and also add health benefit to your dish. So, and then I also have celery leftover. Use all the leftover, okay? And then when this is done, I make sure if you want, you can literally thicken the dish a little bit. Let me show you. You can thicken the dish a little bit with a tiny bit of cornstarch, a tiny bit of white pepper, and then a tiny bit of water or broth. Okay. I will show you how wonderful this is. I use broth mixed with 1 portion of cornstarch. Always do that. And oh, beautiful. This way, it gives a bit more binding to it, more binding. So it makes it easier. And this is beautiful. Look at that. This is the dish itself. Okay. Now, this is real. I'm going to put a little Pyrex baking pan here, and I put this and put this right over here. Look at that. And then I will fill this up. Let me show you. I will fill this up right here. Look at that. Beautiful. I fill this up. I fill this up. Look how beautiful. This is absolutely delicious. Okay. Beautiful. Mm, look at beautiful. Okay. Look at that. This is a yummy. This is actually a wonderful for party. Like if you live alone, you can have this also because it's very healthy. There's a lot more health benefit about tomato as I go because tomato is my theme today. Okay, so when this is done, I put it over here, and I will bake this at 350 degree. Okay, and then I'll come back and tell you a little more about the benefit. Okay, I don't want to bake this because I can eat it raw, right? So I put this in. This is a convection bake, 350 degree, right here. Okay, and then I'll bake this for a little while. Basically, you just warm it up in a 2 cents. Okay, and then I want to show you more about the benefit of eating tomato. Okay, tomato make sure that it's good source of also local lycopene and antioxidant that helps to promote heart health and produce and reduce stop or not stop but helping me helpful for cancer fight cancer. Okay, that's why it is very important. Okay, so when this is nice and ready, I'm going to set this aside and then we'll show you. Oh, Grace. Grace is a Grace. A lot of people don't realize any organization, you got to have good leadership. And I'm telling you, I have the great pleasure of working with the team on Unlock under the leadership of Grace. And she is the one. She's the one that worked about 22 hours out of 24 hours. She never quit. She never stopped. Even in her dreams, she think of Unlock and how to help senior to embrace life. That's the reason why I have the honor and the privilege and wonderful opportunity to work with Grace and her fantastic team at Unlock. And we have been partners for how many years? I think for at least 5 or 6 years. 6 years, 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. So in fact, before we partnered to do this, I'm already a fan of Unlock because I am the senior. I am probably more senior than most of the member of the Unlock senior membership because I always help people. People always say, "Oh, Martin, Chef Yan, I cook. I've been watching the Yankee Cook Show for many years. I'm telling the truth. When you were young, I was also very young. Okay. In the meantime, let us give the first prize of the day, and also make sure that you ask question. Okay. Ohio, amazing. Welcome. Welcome to Unlock Yankee Cook with Unlock. Robin from Ohio, welcome to California, sunny California. How's the weather, Robin? How's the weather in Ohio? But anyway, to Robin, you're lucky because you won my favorite. This is my 37 cookbook. Yan Can Cook with Unlock. Look at that. Unlock is where Yan Can Cook with Unlock. Unlock where senior. Embrace life. Okay, so this has got wonderful recipe and also a lot of the information about Unlock and what kind of services they offer and the testimonial. And in fact, some of the recipe is actually from the members of the Unlock community, people being served, elderly people, Filipino, Vietnamese, Korean, they contribute some of the recipe here. So Yan Can Cook with Unlock. And then Robin, you're lucky. I feel very generous today. You get one of my knife. The knife that I use today. This is the Yan Can Cook chef knife, Martin Yan's signature knife. Okay. And also try to protect your finger. We have finger guard for you. And not only that, Robin, all the Asian, the Japanese, the Korean, the Chinese, they use Vietnamese, they use chopstick. Is walk softly and carry a chopstick. Look how beautiful this is. You got chopstick, you got spoon, you got fork. All of these special gift from Unlock and Yan Can Cook.
How about apron? How about apron?
Huh?
Giving out the apron?
Oh, apron. Okay. One day we also have. Hopefully, we have a few more Unlock apron. Otherwise, one day we'll send you this. Yan Can Cook. Is it? Yan Can Cook. So can I. That means if I can do it, you can do it. Just like the people from Unlock. If they can help the senior, you can also help the senior. So make sure you support Unlock. Okay. But in the meantime, I'm going to check. The dish. Okay. I'll get it out, and then from the oven, we'll get because you basically. Oh, any question, please, please. Oh, beautiful! Look at that. See, look at this. Very hot. Look how beautiful. Look at that. Look at this. Look how. Anybody have any question? Watch out. Now, I would put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, and then I will put in a tiny bit of basil. This is Thai basil. Look how beautiful. I'm going to use Thai basil in one of the dish. Look at that. That's all you have to do. Very simple garnish like this. Look at that. Very, very simple. Everybody can do it at home. This is how beautiful this is. And it's also from my garden, okay? All of these are from my garden. Look how beautiful. This is tomato stuffed with rainbow rice. Look how beautiful. Right here. Look how beautiful. This is, can you see that? Right here. Can you see this? Okay. Yeah. This is the Thai basil. In fact, sometimes you can also, now this is the final product. But in the meantime, when you eat, this is how you do it, okay? When you eat, when you serve this, you put it over here and you put this over here. Look how cute. Yeah, you can put the lid on. One of them you can put the lid on. Some of them you just look at how beautiful. That's how you do it. Okay.
Like the treasure box.
Chair. You can buy it in Asian store, but also you can buy it from me for free. You just place an order. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I grow 6 different kind of mint and a Thai basil and regular Italian basil and also cilantro and also celery, Italian celery. So I'm a farmer. Yeah. The basic. Oh, I gotta wash this. Make sure you clean up. Okay. One day I'll invite all my good friends from Arnold to come over here to work with me in my garden because I need some help from my garden. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I also know that Grace love gardening too. I know that Grace house has a big garden, bigger than mine. So one day I'm gonna go and learn something from you. Anyway, now the second dish. Make sure everybody pay attention because we're gonna please ask question. Okay, ask more question because some of the question, if I cannot answer, my good friend Lorraine, Chef Lorraine Top will answer you because she is graduate of Le Cordon Bleu, a culinary school, amazing chef. And when we do Yankin Cook Show, she will travel all over the world with us and make sure that communicate and talk to the make all the arrangement with all the restaurant chef and make sure we have everything before I show up. Everything is already ready to go. So we're gonna present all the signature dish. Okay. When the next one I'm gonna show you is very also very important. Okay, I'm gonna use another frying pan. Okay, I'll show you. She's very knowledgeable. She is more knowledgeable than me because she's like a walking a culinary encyclopedia. No matter what you ask, French cuisine, international cuisine, the Russian cuisine, the Ukrainian cuisine, the anything South American, maybe a Peruvian cuisine, a Korean, Chinese, of all kind of regional. She know how to do it. Okay. Oh, she travel around the world, definitely. Let me show you how to do this. Okay. How do you dice a tomato? Very simple. We're going to do it. The next one we're going to do is red gravy with rice. Okay. Let me show you. I have some rice here. I just steam the rice. Okay. I steam the rice from here. I steam it from the rice and then we let it steam. And then I would dice this tomato. Look at how I do it. Okay. One. Okay. Look at that. I put it right here. And then one. And I put it right here. This is how you dice it. Okay. You go one. You know why I purposely allow some of this tomato? I don't want to waste anything, including the skin, because a lot of time, a lot of people don't realize skin is very, very healthy. You don't want to miss the skin. Okay. When this is done. Oh, you know why? Oh, let me tell you why you miss it. Tomato skin has a lot of health benefit because it's significantly higher in antioxidant than the the inside, the flesh. Then also I have lycopene, lycopene, which is also as a also such as this antioxidant, but also has very high dietary fiber than the actual fresh. See, this is the fresh, this is skin. So if I were you, I would eat the skin too. Okay. So this is one, and then I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn this on. Now this is how we do it. I have bell pepper. I like to have the bell pepper, the color. I want the color even as red. I also want to cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. I cut it up like this. Can you see that? Cut it up. Rhyme it nice and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. Already done. Look at that. And I transfer this right here. Okay. I transferred it right here. And then in the meantime, I also have celery. Everybody know the celery is also very important. I'll tell you a little bit about celery. Okay. I also have onion. Onion gets very good. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut 1 and 2 and 3, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then look at how fast you can do it. Okay. This is how you. Oh, because I'm going to dice it. Because I'm going to dice it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Look at that. Very fine pieces. Look at that. Okay. That's how you do it. Okay. And then I will put this right over here. I also use my chef knife. That's the reason why you should get one of my chef knives. We spent 2 years designing this. The only Chinese chef knife with this. I think Grace and Stephanie also have one of these. Okay. Yeah. This is the best, very light and very well balanced. And then also, and if in fact, even this, I do it like this. Okay. Let me show you. I dice the celery too. 1, look at that. I go like this, parallel cut, nice and thin. Then I go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me show you. Look at that. I have never seen it either. I'm just, and to save time, instead of doing like this, I cut it in half and I put it all together like this. Look at that. Look how fast I can do it. Okay. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. All done. Okay. That's how this is a cordless food processor. Okay. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to show you how easy to cook it. If you want color, you can also use a tiny bit of. Once again, I'm going to just in case somebody missed it. Okay, my TikTok friend, my Instagram friend, my YouTube friend, and also some of the member of the Onlok family. Just in case you have never seen that, I removed the seed from the bell pepper so fast. Look at that. I see this, and I see this, and I said, done. That's how easy this is. Look at that. Very fast. And then I dice this. I parallel cut this in half. Okay. I parallel cut this in half because this way when I dice it, it's smaller. Okay. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is done. I'll show you how fast you can cut. Okay. When this all nice and done, look at every single one like this. Okay. And then when this is done, of course, all of these you don't have to do in the last minute. Okay. You can do it ahead of time. When you do, preparation, you go to any Chinese restaurant, the chef already do a lot of prepping. Okay. This is the good thing about this is this gives you color contrast. Okay. Now I want to show you this particular dish. Normally, they don't use a sausage. But I'll show you. If you're Chinese or you're Asian or Vietnamese, they use this Chinese sausage. They come in pairs like this. Look at that. This is a Bruce Lee. And then I cut it up into a small dice like this. I cut in half, and I cut in half like this with, yep, lapchang. And then I cut in quarter, okay? Just to show you, yeah, all you have to do is this how I cut into little strips like this, and I go look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure when you're cutting so fast, you also move your finger very fast, okay? And then when this is done, I set it aside. Now we're ready to cook, okay? Make sure we heat it up, put very little bit of oil because the choice sausage have some oil, okay? And then I turn it around. Wow, look at that. And then I put the onion and the sausage in first because it takes a little bit longer to cook, okay? The onion, we put the onion. We got all kind of tools here. Onion. Onion is very, very good too. Onion also have a lot of health benefit, okay? So make sure. Now, let's talk about celery. Celery is very, very high in fiber. That's why when you make celery, you have to peel it. You have to use either a peeler or use a knife to hold onto this and go like this. See this? You see this? You see this? Yeah, you take the fiber, okay? And then after that, you dice it, okay? When this is almost ready, oh, beautiful, okay? And then I will stir this, beautiful. And then I put, yeah, I put celery, beautiful. And I put red bell pepper. Now, when you do it at home, you do not have to put all of this in. It just happened. I used leftover, okay? And then tomato, diced tomato, okay? Since we're talking about tomato as a principal actor, I use more tomato because I want to use up all the tomato in my backyard. In fact, Grace and Stephanie can place an order. I home deliver to you free of charge. Look at that. We have a farmers market in where I live, inside San Mateo College. And then when this is done, I also add something extra, okay? Well, so I have scallop. This is leftover scallop. Now this is our fine dining, okay? I have scallop, okay? And then I also have shrimp. Okay? Leftover. That means if you have leftover, you put it in. If you don't have leftover, I slightly salted it and pepper this, and that's all. And then when this is done, then we make a red gravy, okay? I want to show you. Let me show you how beautiful. I added on because I want to make this a more classy dish, okay? But when you do it at home, you don't have to do it. Then the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to have a tiny bit of butter. We'll make a roll, okay? Butter, tiny bit of butter, and a tiny bit of flour, and a tiny bit of oil. And this way we'll make a roll, okay? Yeah. That's because Stephanie's hand is tired. That's why she was taking a break. She was taking a lunch break, okay? And then I have tomato sauce, red sauce, right? Tomato sauce, because it's a red gravy, tomato sauce. And then because I have some leftover ketchup, normally don't need to, just use tomato sauce, okay? But I use this. And then I want to have more of these tomato. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful, okay? Oh, the sauce is ready. And then I also put a tiny bit of paprika. This is paprika, okay? And I also put a tiny bit of bay leaf. Look at this, give the flavor. And then Cajun spices, okay? Cajun spices, because I have never showed people how to use the Cajun spice. This is from my good friend, Paul Prudhomme, Cajun magic. And then kind of a chili, okay? And then this would be beautiful. And then I make a little sauce. I also have some tomato juice from the fresh tomato. Look at that. I put it all in so it's nice and red. Okay. When this is nice and done, let me show you how beautiful this sauce is. Okay. Red sauce. Oh, this is gonna be so beautiful. Just like go to the Italian restaurant, you have tomato sauce. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You can go with any noodle or spaghetti or rice over rice. Now, I get the rice out from my steamer, and then I put this over here. I'll show you. Look at that. Look how beautiful. I put this right over here. Look how beautiful. Okay. I put it right over here, the rice. And then let me show you. Beautiful. I'm not kidding. This is, oh, you can put this on top of spaghetti. I guarantee you love it because I use Cajun flavor as well as the fruit drop of sesame. So this is, and also a fruit drop of fine instead of using salt. You see, normally they use salt, right? I use the double fermented soy sauce. This double fermented twice, okay? Make a little more expensive, but it's worth it. I use about a teaspoon. That's all. Because no, you don't have to add a lot. All you have to do is, and this is done, and I'm telling you, this is so beautiful. I shut this off. I put this over here, and I put the sauce right over here. This is my tomato sauce, the red sauce, the red gravy. But I also have shrimp. So this is a dish that you'll never see anywhere because we kind of make it up. Okay. I guarantee you're gonna love it. Yeah. And then let me show you. If you like to make it more interesting, sprinkle a tiny bit of paprika around. Okay. Tiny bit of sesame seed around. Okay. Toasted sesame seed. And then a tiny bit of extra. Let me show you. Extra tomato with the skin. And then beautiful basil right on top. Look at that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I because I don't want to waste anything, okay? So I have all of these tomato and it's so fresh. Fresh, my garden, farm to table, okay? Now, for those of you, if you're interested in that, you know what you can do? You can also add some citron pickle, char choy. When you stir fry this, you put char choy in the sauce. So that make it even more Asian, more Chinese, okay? So cooking is basically imagination and common sense. And once, basically, I just want to inspire you because there's no such thing as the best chef in the world. If you love what you do, if you cook things that your family love, that's the best food, okay? Now, let us give another round of a gift for our audience. Joy, yeah, Joy. Thank you, Joy. Mississippi. I know that Mississippi Delta has a lot of Asian. They have been living there. Yeah, they have been living there for many, many years. In fact, there's a documentary on PBS, document about. It's actually the producer, a good friend of mine. They document some of the family in the Mississippi Delta, and then this is truly amazing. Okay, these two dishes. Let us, Joyce, you're lucky since you won this Yan Can Cookbook, the best of Yan Can Cook. This Yan Can Cook will honor my 36 cookbook. my 37 cookbook. The best of Yan can cook, my 36 cookbook. That means this is really, really amazing. Okay. And then I'll give you, wow, look at that, the one that I use. This is like the bigger for Asian. This is beautiful. This is this one here, okay? And also I will give you a chopstick, okay? And if we have unlock apron, we'll send an unlock apron. Otherwise, someday in about three or 4 weeks, when this comes in, I'll send you one of these. Yan can cook, so can I. Okay. Now, congratulations, Joyce, from Mississippi. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to make a drink. Now, this is going to be amazing. Okay. This also tomato. Everybody going to have a Bloody Mary, which is a spicy tomato sauce. And I'm going to show you how to do my tomato shrimp cocktail. Okay. Here is a special this is tomato juice, right? Tomato juice. And a tomato juice, I flavor this tomato juice. This is tomato juice, okay? And then I will, you can buy the tomato juice, okay? And then I have kind of this is a Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce, okay? And then a tiny bit of chili sauce gives a little kick to it, okay? This is sriracha, tomato sauce, president. This is sriracha. Everybody in all the Vietnamese restaurant, all the some many Chinese restaurant, and you go to any restaurant kitchen, they will use this chili sauce, sriracha. Very, very spicy. And then I use a tiny bit of lemon juice. Lemon juice, give a little kick to it, okay? Okay, now this is it. And then a tiny, tiny bit of garlic salt. Now give a little, enhance the flavor contrast, okay? Very good. And then you can have two different glasses. It depends on how big. You can even use this. Let me show you. Look at that. You can use this, okay? Yeah, the cocktail glass. And then you can have a smaller, okay? Yeah, smaller piece of these and smaller piece of these. And then get all of these ready. We have all of these. And then if you want, look at that. We put it right over here. This is delicious. Very refreshing. Look how beautiful. And then Tabasco, because it's sriracha, is a little more dimensional. So it's wonderful. Okay. Now celery. I want to talk about celery. Celery is very high in fiber and antioxidant, help to reduce inflammation, and also very rich in water content and keeps you hydrated, or also help digestion, and also supposedly also help to reduce blood pressure. Okay. My blood pressure is 121 over 67. Yeah, look at that. And then, you know what this is? This is very good for you. Garlic. This pickled garlic, I salted it for a couple of days. And then I put in rice vinegar and a tiny bit of sugar. And this is pickle. You go to northern China, they have a lot of pickled garlic, okay? Pickled garlic. Look how cute this is. Yeah. Because when the garlic, then I shrimp cocktail, okay? And then I would make it more interesting. Make it more interesting. I don't want to waste this. Okay. I want to do this. Okay. I want to show you now. Since you Stephanie, since you asked, you can either use tomato juice, okay, tomato juice, or Tabasco, okay, either one. And then I have a tiny bit of fresh ground pepper. Then you give the little kick to it. Oh, no, this is perfect for a party, okay? And then I want to make it also more interesting. I have this is my version of the grater. Okay, this, yeah, this is different. This is a little bit longer. It's a little bit curved, and also have this, so you can go like this, and then you will not scratch your marble. Okay, and then I go this way. Yeah, I go this. Look at that. Can you see that? And this way. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Give that nice. Look at that close up. Look at how beautiful. And then I put it right here. Yeah, it come with the disc to protect it. Okay, so now today I have presented. In fact, I have my tomato here and tomato here, and I want to show you. I want to do this. You see this? I want to make it interesting. Now I want to show you all the things that we have done today. Okay, look, you see, every day, every time, every week, I try to present you with something different with a theme, and everybody can enjoy it. Okay, and then in the meantime, I want to do it in an angle so everybody can see this. Okay, look at this. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no. And then the tomato, I will go like this. Now you see how I put two tomato together and slice it in half. Okay, I put it over here. I go one, two. Look at that. And then I will go one over here and one over here. Look at that. Amazing. This way, we have done something everybody can do at home. Okay. And it's um yeah, super easy. Yeah, and this is perfect for July the 4th because you can prepare this ahead of time. Okay, no problem at all. You can prepare this ahead of time, and then everybody can enjoy it. This is from my garden to my table. Okay, today we have tomato stuffed with rice, rainbow rice, and then we have the red gravy over rice, and then we have the tomato shrimp cocktail. So today, if I think we should give out we already give out all the prices, so we still one more. Hey, we still have one more. Don't leave. We have a few more minutes. Okay, okay. What is the winner? Donna. Where are you from, Donna? Okay. Now, in the meantime, San Francisco. Now, Yan can cook with Arnold. Yan can cook with Arnold. Arnold, where senior embrace life. You have one of these, and you have this, my signature knife, and then another chopstick, but different color. Look at that. We have 5 different color. We have green and pink and black and blue and burgundy. You can have a choice. Okay, you can tell Stephanie and Arnold what color you want. Okay, and then if I can find extra Arnold apron, we'll send it to you. Otherwise, in a couple of weeks, yeah, then we wait for this one. Yan can cook, so can all of you. I am so honored and privileged to have the opportunity to work with Unlock under the leadership of my dear friend Grace, that are workaholic, never sleep, always on the go. And I just follow her around. I get really tired. I never get tired, but when I follow Grace around, I get very tired. But in the meantime, I would love to have all of you people from around the country, from the Bay Area particularly, support our good friend and our organization, Unlock, where senior embrace life. You take care, all of us will get older and we might need the services. So make sure you support Unlock. like I do for the last many, many years. In the meantime, I wish you, Stephanie and Grace, and everybody in Unlock and all the people around the world, I wish you all happy 4th of July or July the 4th. Yeah. And then make sure stay away from the firecrackers and have a backyard party. Invite all your friends to celebrate 250 years. America. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again next week. My good friend from TikTok, my good friend from Instagram, my big TikTok from YouTube. Make sure you check in and log in. We will make sure I give you all the recipe and also all the wonderful gifts. Okay.
So for people to join Unlock, go to download.org
Yeah.
and
Go
sign
to
up.
onlock.org. Just log in so you get a chance to win some prizes. Okay. Very important.
Chef Yan, let's repeat what you just did.
See this? This is amazing. Rainbow rice stuffed with tomato stuffed with rainbow rice. And this is a rice with red gravy, nice and red. Okay. But the most important thing is this is all tomato from my garden. Okay. Big and small from my garden. And this, of course, is the tomato shrimp cocktail with very important with pickled garlic and also lemon zest and Tabasco or a chili sauce. Everybody can enjoy it. It is very colorful. We'll say goodbye and wish all of you, my good friends, around the country, around the world, because we have people signing up and talk to us and watch this all over the world from Perth, Australia, to Ireland, London, and Paris, everywhere. And we'll wish you all once again happy July the 4th. Happy birthday, America. To